What's good? Do you want to play God of War Ragnarok because you've been seeing a whole bunch of gameplay or awesome scenes, but you're intimidated to start because there are 7 fucking prequels to this game, and you're scared you won't understand the story? Don't worry about it, I got you! Let's start with the first game, God of War, for the PlayStation 2. We are introduced to Kratos. He is from Sparta, he is a Spartan general, and he had sworn a blood oath to Ares because he got his shit kicked in by a barbarian king and said, hey Ares, if you grant me the power to kill this dude, I'll do whatever the fuck you want. Ares took him up on it, gave him these cool magical swords, and Kratos became the fucking personal attack dog for Ares. Then one day, Ares said, hey Kratos, go blow up that whole village. Kratos did, and unknowingly, Ares had teleported Kratos' wife and daughter into the village. Kratos slaughtered them along with the rest of the village, and then after he realized what he had done, the oracle of the village cursed him by taking the ashes of his wife and daughter and infusing them into his skin. And that is why Kratos is a pasty white motherfucker. Well, he decides, hey Ares, fuck you for tricking me. I'm gonna go work for all of the other Greek gods cause you suck. Kratos does that for a couple of years, trying to get redemption for murdering his family because he's an idiot, and eventually he's approached by Athena, who tells him they have a way for him to redeem himself. They need him to kill Ares. So Kratos goes on a quest to find Pandora's box, which upon opening it would give him the ability to kill a god. He does that, gets it, kills Ares, and then is depressed to find out that even though he killed Ares, his wife and daughter aren't coming back. He can't forget totally murdering them. And then the gods come down and say, hey, good job for killing the God of War. You're the new God of War. We then move on to God of War Chains of Olympus, which is a prequel to the other games, and literally nothing important, not a single important thing happens in this game. Nothing. We get another prequel, God of War Ascension, where again, literally nothing happened. This is a completely pointless game. There's nothing important here. We then move on to God of War 2. Kratos has now been the God of War for an unclear amount of time. He's helping the Spartans out during one of their wars, and some weird magical shit's going on. Eventually, the Colossus of Rhodes, the giant fucking statue, is brought to life, and Kratos has to fight it, but it kicks his ass. And then Kratos is handed the Blade of Olympus, this big fucking sword, and Zeus tells him, if you channel all of your god energy into this sword, you can use that to blow up the statue. So Kratos does that, and then Zeus goes, haha, psych, and slaps Kratos down to the ground, takes the sword, and stabs Kratos with it, killing him. Kratos is then sent to the afterlife, escapes the afterlife because he's too angry, runs into the Titan Gaia, and the Titan Gaia tells him, hey yo, what's up? I'm the one who raised Zeus when he was a little baby and saved him from Kronos and shit. Anyway, I need you to kill all the gods. And Kratos is like, yeah dog, way ahead of you. Zeus betrayed me, I'm gonna fuck him up. So Kratos goes on a quest, he finds the Fates and he fucks them up. He steals their time machine, almost too literally, and then he time travels back to when Zeus stabbed him, and he just fucking leaps out of time, decks Zeus in the face, he and Zeus battle, and then as Kratos picks up the Sword of Olympus to kill Zeus with, Athena, who's sort of been a G this whole time, she leaps in front of it, gets stabbed by the sword, and in her dying breath tells Kratos, Zeus is your father. And then Kratos is like, well, hey, fuck that guy, because it turns out the whole reason Zeus is mad at him is because Zeus is just scared of the my son's gonna kill me and take my throne cycle that Greek gods get into. And so Kratos goes, well, now I'm gonna do that. So Kratos once again warms up the time machine, goes back in time to save the Titans from before they were killed and imprisoned by the gods, and then he invades Olympus with an army of Titans. We then move on to the third prequel of the fucking series, God of War Ghost of Sparta, but unlike the other 2 prequels, this one has some relevance. In this game, we find out where Kratos got his tattoo. So it turns out Kratos' mom isn't from Sparta. She actually had 2 children. Unclear who the second kid's dad is, but we know that Kratos' is Zeus. She had those 2 kids, then moved to Sparta later. They were accepted, they became Spartans, whatever. Then one day, Ares was strolling through town because he was trying to avoid a prophecy of a marked warrior killing all of the gods. Well, you see, Kratos' younger brother Deimos was born with a birthmark that looked identical to this tattoo. And so Ares kidnapped him. The 10-year-old Kratos leapt at Ares, trying to stop him from kidnapping his brother. Ares bitch slapped him into the ground, and that's where Kratos got the scar above his right eye. Ares took Deimos, and the boy was never seen again. And so in honor of his brother, Kratos got a tattoo to match his brother's birthmark. So the whole thing kicks off when Kratos runs into a woman named Callisto, who actually turns out to be his mom, who he thought had been dead for a long time. They catch up a bit, and then he says, "Hey mom, by the way, who's my dad?" And then she turns into a giant monster, and he has to kill her. And her dying words are, "Thanks for killing me. Anywho, your brother's alive, and he was kidnapped by Thanatos, and Thanatos has been keeping him alive and in prison this whole time, because why not?" Kratos rampages through the afterlife, gets to his brother. His brother's pissed at him for not coming to save him earlier. Kratos is like, "I didn't know you were fucking alive." They fight, and then Thanatos is like, "You guys suck. Fight me together." Then they both fight him, and then Thanatos kills Deimos, and then Kratos kills Thanatos. That's it. And now we get to God of War 3, which picks up immediately after the events of God of War 2. Kratos and the army of Titans are climbing Olympus to battle the gods. They start fighting the gods. Kratos gets bitch slapped again, and he falls off Mount Olympus. As he's falling, he's like, "Hey, Gaia, wanna catch me?" And Gaia goes, "Sucks to suck, loser. Thanks for freeing all of us. We're gonna kill the gods." Kratos falls all the way down to the base of Mount Olympus, and now he has to climb his way back up. As he climbs his way back up, he starts killing whatever gods come to stop him, and every single time he kills a god, a different plague is unleashed upon humanity, and innocents start dying. Finally, Kratos gets to the top of Mount Olympus, and he and Zeus start duking it out. At this point, Kratos has killed all of the Titans and basically all of the other gods, and the ghost of Athena is sitting there saying, "Hey, you gotta use the power that I put inside Pandora's box back in the first game to defeat Zeus." But when he opens the box, this time the box is empty. And when he tells her that, she goes, "Nuh-uh," because when all of the gods put all of the evil inside the box in the world, I secretly put the power of hope inside the box too. And since the gods obviously got corrupted by the evil when you opened it to kill Ares, that means someone has to have the hope. Oh, wait, shit. You got the hope. Never mind, you're good, kill Zeus. And so he does. He finally kills Zeus. And then Athena asks him to give him the hope power that he absorbed so that she can use it to become the new queen to a new pantheon of gods. And Kratos looks out upon the world that's been totally destroyed by all of the plagues unleashed by him killing all the gods. And Kratos goes, "Nah, I think humanity needs the hope more than you do, bitch." And then he kills himself, except he doesn't actually die. He just stabs himself with the blade of Olympus. All of the hope juice comes out and goes to humanity. And then that's the credits roll. Athena's all sad, going beans, I don't get to be queen of the gods. And then the camera pans down and we see Kratos' dead body isn't there, and there's just a trail of blood leaving off Mount Olympus. And that's it. That's the whole that's all the first 6 games. Which finally brings us to the game with the only good story in all of the first 7 God of War games, God of War for the PS4. And I'm actually not summarizing this one for you. You gotta play it. You gotta play this game, then you can go over to Ragnarok. Sorry, motherfuckers, you have to play this absolutely amazing piece of art that is this game. They took Kratos, a 13-year-old boy's power fantasy, the most shallow character in existence, and made him a deep, remorseful, sympathetic, amazing character. And this is his son, Atreus. Play this game. It's free on PlayStation Plus. Get PlayStation Plus for a month. Beat this game, buy Ragnarok, and play that. Fuck yeah, that's all the God of War games.